So, of course, Mahaprabhu in Kali Yuga, he's come to give a process which is easily engaged in by the mass of people. That's nāma-saṅkīrtana. So the dancing is his distribution of, the dancing is a sign of his relishing the ecstasy. That's the dancing. And the chanting is the distribution of that ecstasy. So the nāma-saṅkīrtana, the chanting and the dancing, is the combined. It is like Kṛṣṇa is feeling love, the inner love that is within Kṛṣṇa, that's Śrīmati Radharani. So, and that is being exhibited in the form of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu in the golden form in his dancing, right? He's relishing that love, and in the chanting he's distributing it. So as Srila Śrīdhar Maharaj said, that this particular manifestation of Kṛṣṇa, of Caitanya Mahāprabhu, is very rare, and he may not come again. We don't know if he may come again. Right? So we should not miss the opportunity, right, of taking it. And this is, you know, however we see it, we see many of our contemporaries promoting this chanting and dancing, and in actuality there is benefit there. There is benefit there. But the more refined understanding of that has come, Srila Prabhupada expressed it, and it became more crystallized, clarified through the shiksha of Srila Śrīdhar Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakak, Srila Siddhar Goswami Maharaj, right? So that opportunity for people to have that opportunity is something that Narasingha Maharaj very much wanted people to have. He experienced both the association of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Rakak Srila Siddhar Goswami Maharaj, and also Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. So from these three great personalities, stalwarts of Saraswati Thakura, he wanted their words and their directions, their shiksha, their example to be exposed to the world, right? And he injected that within his followers, right? And we also had the great fortune of having his association and having that inspiration seeing that coming from him, which was encouraging because we didn't see that being manifest from many of our contemporaries, right? For whatever reason, right? And that's probably part of the contamination of Kali Yuga, the prejudices that we carry with us, that we have formulated from our purva samskars, our past associations, both outside of the devotional community and within the devotional community. And only by good fortune and our sincere endeavor are we able to come out of those prejudices, right? And just like, you know, Guru Maharaj said, if the government chooses to put a university in a particular place, that's the choice of the government, right? So if Kṛṣṇa decided to come and manifest in Vrindavan or in the Kali Yuga avatar form in Navadvip, that's his choice, right? So we should appreciate those who have been able to encapsulate the mood of these places and the persons who reside there who are living in that mood. Try to recognize it, not so much being caught up in the form, but trying to see the heart of these different individuals. And that's what, when we came to Srila Śrīpada Mahārāja, he didn't have the same external trappings that we were accustomed to in relationship to what Prabhupada manifested later on in his Leela, in his manifest preaching Leela in the West. Because opulence was there, so Srila Prabhupada utilized that opulence to make the persons in that environment feel comfortable, right? But when we came to Srila Śrīpada Mahārāja, it was complete. It was what Prabhupada was in Radha Damodar, right? That very simple. And what Prabhupada loved, that he loved that simplicity, right? And his focus on the feet of Rupa Goswami and Saraswati Thakura and the teachings of Lord Kṛṣṇa and Mahaprabhu, and they became, I could say, laser focused in that environment because there was no other distractions, right? And he was getting there. He was getting the reciprocation of these great personalities there. So that's the example of our Guru Varga. And Srila Śrīpada Mahārāja was the same. He lived in a mud hut on the bank of the Ganga. And he chose to live like that, in that simple lifestyle. Because he didn't want to take anything from the environment. He wanted to be in a world that would be conducive to his higher sentiments, where involving Shastra, right, absorbing himself in the teaching of the previous acharyas and his Guru Maharaj. Right? So we want to try to imbibe that same type of mood, right? Not only the external environment, but internally going, and that's the wealth that we've been given. The external things they may be there to attract people, to give people an opportunity for service, but that's not the be-all and end-all. In fact, they can be more of a distraction, right? So we have to be careful to keep so that our focus doesn't get diverted.